Hello, welcome to HITC Sport. Alright, the Euro 2020 quarterfinals are upon us. Right, we know by now that I've got the prediction skill of a half-eaten Milky Way. But what I'm going to do today, pretty simple. Alright, I'm going to look back at my last 16 Euro 2020 predictions, see how badly I did, whilst also predicting the quarterfinal. Come on, pretty simple. Let this be my redemption. Right, let's go. Switzerland v Spain. Right, Switzerland versus Spain. Alright, what was it again I said about the Swiss against France? France versus Switzerland. Switzerland and France meet again. Listen, France haven't exactly hit top gear this tournament yet, but they still have 100% enough to utterly blow the Swiss out of the water. Paul Pogba versus Granit what? There's absolutely no chance Switzerland have of knocking out France. Kylian Mbappe's finally going to get himself in the score sheet. They'll utterly wipe the Swiss as if they're a chunk of toilet paper. 3-0 France win in Bucharest. Minimum fuss, moving on to the next round. Yeah. Listen, this is my apology to the country of Switzerland. I'm sorry, okay? I thought that France would only beat you into the size of a wet chicken nugget. I did not think that a Switzerland team relying on Granit Xhaka in midfield. Someone who looks like he's just dipped his head in a pint of butter. Honestly, he looks like if Paris Hilton had injected steroids and tossed her into her face. I did not think that that outfit would sneak past France. So you know what? Congrats on one of the biggest shocks in European history. I'm just glad that I didn't say something like, if France don't win, then I'll eat a bowl of my uncle's chest hair. Anyway, alright, what did I say about Spain's match with Croatia again? Hopefully not something that makes me look like I have a brain made of scrambled egg. Croatia versus Spain. Spain have utterly nothing to offer. It's a team in transition with another human lamppost like Alvaro Morata stumbling about up front. I'll go for a pretty dull and stale 1-1 draw, with the Croatians winning on penalties. A pretty stale, dull 1-1 draw. Right. No, instead, arguably the weirdest game ever played at this tournament. 5-3, I'm sorry, what? And Alvaro Morata, that human lamppost stumbling about up front. Volleys home an extra time winner. Great, so that's both last 16 predictions down the toilet pipes already. Anyway, what's gonna happen between Switzerland and Spain? Right. Let's 2 weeks ago, the Spanish looked like toothless hamsters who couldn't even sneeze in the direction of a goal. Now suddenly, the team who looked allergic to registering shots on target are the top scorers in the competition with 11. Just honestly, how? As for the Swiss, I still don't understand how you began the tournament scrapping for a point with a wet Subway sandwich of a team like Wales before going to knock out the world champions. For this game, you know what? I'm finally going to back the Spanish. I know both these teams were forced to play extra time in the last 16, so expect to see at least 6 men pull up with cramps. But I think the Swiss hanging on for an extra 30 minutes against the rampant French would have taken more out of them than Spain, who, let's be honest, had a pretty comfortable extra time period against Croatia. I've already spoken about the managerial pedigree at Euro 2020, and that Luis Enrique is a treble-winning coach with Barcelona. And I spoke about Denmark being driven on by emotion. Lads, I think we all know what the driving force behind Luis Enrique is in this job. So you know what? I think it's time to start respecting Spain. Providing Morata turns up like he did against Croatia, and not, you know, the Chelsea flop who stumbles about as if he is wearing clown shoes, then yeah, I'll go for a 2-1 Spain win. Bye, lads. If you're enjoying the video so far, smash that big fat red subscribe button. Trying to get to 500,000, only 10k away, come on. Be an absolute legend. Anyway, back into the video. Belgium v Italy. Alright, what did I say about Belgium versus Portugal again? Belgium versus Portugal. This is going to be the best game in the round. Belgium versus Portugal, lads, this is a mouth-watering tie. Can't move for top quality players. And if I'm wrong, I'll make you a deal. If this is a dour 0-0 draw, then I don't know, I'll eat an egg sandwich off the floor of an outside tennis court. Right, Thorgan Hazard, thank you so much. I am forever in your debt. If you hadn't spanged in that long-range bullet and it was a dour 0-0 draw, then right now I'd be picking tennis court gravel out of my teeth. So let me get it straight. I thought Croatia versus Spain would be a dull snooze fest on par with anything that happens in bastard Love Island. No, instead, 8 goddamn goals. And I thought Belgium versus Portugal would be a thrilling masterclass in attacking talent. And I'll be honest, that first half made me want to rip out my eyeballs with a yogurt spoon. I'm sorry, but I can't look past Portugal's attacking talent here. It's going to be a great game, probably bleed into extra time before Ronaldo pops up with a late-headed winner. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see what? What, Ronaldo chucking a performance which made him look every inch a nearly 40-year-old man. Good Christ, that guy is not going to age gracefully, is he? When he's 50, he'll probably look like a cross between Simon Cowell and a melted candle. But anyway, yes, I thought Portugal's attacking talent would blow Belgium away. No, not at all. Alright, what was the other game? Italy versus Austria. Italy versus Austria. Arguably the easiest one in the list. Lads, Austria don't have a chance. Italy are going to control possession. Manuel Locatelli will bag another goal before Lorenzo Insigne wraps things up in the second half. 2-0 minimum fuss. It's going to be a great night for Italians everywhere. The likes of Giorgio Armani, Gianni Versace and Robert De Niro. As for Austria, Sorry, I don't really know any Austrian celebrities. Joseph Fritzl? You can tell the fact that I remember Joseph Fritzl before Arnold Schwarzenegger kinda shows that I was clearly born with a crayon lodged in my skull. But listen, this prediction, it wasn't completely turkey poo. I mean, I predicted a 2-0 Italian win minimum fuss. I didn't expect it to go to extra time and for Italy to squeak a 2-1 win. Good Christ, Marko Arnautovic nearly knocked him out in normal time. If he had, I would now be eating scrambled egg off a toilet seat, so thank Christ for that. But listen, it wasn't a completely terrible prediction. It's the first one I've got right. As for Belgium versus Italy, this is a weird one. It's a battle of the Robertos, and I know Mancini usually looks like a cool Italian customer, something ripped straight out of a Goodfellas set. But right now, I'm pretty sure he's hyperventilating into a pizza box. He's facing Roberto Martinez, a man who single-handedly served him with his most embarrassing moment in the sport, losing an FA Cup final with the riches of Man City to Wigan. So now, he's now coming up against Martinez, who's upgraded his set of players. Instead of using Jordi Gomez and Aruna Kone, it's De Bruyne and Lukaku. Ozzy, right now, he's probably relieving his bowels in the kitchen sink due to pure nerves. I know Italy are everyone's dark horses, but wake up. They've beaten Turkey, Switzerland, Wales and Austria. That is it. Extra time will have taken its toll on the Italy squad, and Belgium have the firepower. I know they're 31 matches unbeaten, but I'm sorry lads, that is going to end now. 2-0 Belgium win with Torgan Hazard scoring again. Just you wait and see. Czech Republic versus Denmark. Alright. Let's see what I thought about the Czech game against the Dutch. Netherlands versus Czech Republic. You know what? I don't rate Frank de Boer. I think he's got the tactical nous of a teapot. Clearly, Gini Wijnaldum has just instructed everyone to zone out during his team talks because they're playing some brilliant attacking football. Let's face it, right now this Czech team are sitting ducks. I'll go for a 3-1 Dutch win here. No. The Czech team being sitting ducks. No, a 3-1 Dutch win. Why did I do this? I already said that I thought Frank de Boer the tactical nous of a teapot. I was right, so why did I then predict him to win this match? It makes no logical sense. Do you know why? It's because I remember backing against Holland in the group stages. I thought he wouldn't be able to beat either Ukraine or Austria, and he beat them both with relative ease. They won every match in the group stage, doing just enough to make me think that actually, maybe we might be underestimating De Boer just a little bit. Maybe they could do something in the tournament. No, utter wet cream eggs. I should have just stuck to my conviction. They just laid down for the Czech Republic. And I'm sorry, I know De Boer lost his job, and rightly so, but Daniel Nallen fluffing that one-on-one chance at 0-0, and he's currently linked with Liverpool. Don't reward failure. Anyway, what did I say about Denmark versus Wales then? Wales versus Denmark. The Welsh fans will be praying that these same motivated players would have spent the morning of the game in an Amsterdam coffee shop, because otherwise, oh, you're in for a world of pain. A world of pain. You tell me, Welsh. Was I right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Robbie Savage looked on the verge of tears. Honestly, 2-1 Denmark. Mikael Damsgaard is going to score again, and Aaron Ramsey is going to cry in the centre circle. Mark my words. 2-1 Denmark. No, that was being optimistic for the Welsh. Try 4-0, the second game running where Denmark score 4 goals. And shocking the fact they've had about a week to recover. Then lads, trust me, this country are now the dark horses. So the Czech Republic versus Denmark. This is a rerun of their Euro 2004 quarterfinal, when the Czechs easily won 3-0 and Bela Barra scored twice. So if you're going by the past, then you'd probably think that their modern day one tournament wonder Patrick Schick is going to score twice and win the Golden Boot, right? No, I'm sorry. This is going to be revenge for Denmark. There is no chance that they do not win here. Cheered on by their 12th man, riding the crest of emotion for Eriksson. Lads, they began this tournament sleepwalking to what should have been a costly defeat against Finland. But I'm confident that in a few days, they're going to be one game away from the final. Trust me, this hungry Denmark team, nobody wants to face them right now. And the way they ruthlessly exposed Wales time and time again, the Czechs are going to be utterly swept out of this tournament with ease. I'm going to go 3-0 Denmark win. Sorry lads. Ukraine versus England. Alright, let's see what I thought about Ukraine versus Sweden then. Sweden versus Ukraine. You know what? I'm standing by Andrei Shevchenko coming out of this tournament as the manager linked with top jobs. I reckon they'll see off Sweden. Everyone is hyping Sweden up at this tournament. I remember similar hype after they came out of their 2018 World Cup group at the expense of Germany, and yet England were able to beat them in the quarterfinals with their eyes closed. It'll be a similar thing here. Ukraine will win 1-0, and I won't ever have to hear the name Pontus Jansson again. Yes! Oh, get in! I didn't know anyone out there on planet Earth who thought Ukraine would win this match.
Oh, you're sleeping on Sweden!
You all think I have the prediction skill of a squashed jammy donut. But here, the easy pick, it would have been Sweden. They were the people's choice. They were the ones being hyped up. Because nobody can pronounce some of the lads in the Ukraine squad. It's really a team from the unknown mountains. Because unless you have a brain knowledge of Belgian and Ukrainian football, you're not really going to see much of Roman Yaremchuk or Mykola Sharapenko. Actually, wait. Wait, is his actual name Makola? Isn't that the name of that Southgate hater off the kickoff? Whining as if he was suffering from a dose of mental cramps? Anyway, I said Ukraine would squeak a 1-0 win. Nah, instead it was a last minute 2-1 win, but still, give me credit, okay? I predicted this. Now on to what I said about England versus Germany. Honestly lads, the Germans should be far more scared about this match than England. I reckon you'll get another clean sheet, but once again Harry Kane will stumble about like a punctured blow-up doll. Germany will offer utterly no attacking threat. Yes, because I predicted England to win. You all acted as if I just come and personally taken a giant-sized dump on your doormat.
Oh no, Irish guys predicted us to win. The end is nigh. Germany are definitely gonna win now.
Yeah, funny that I predicted a clean sheet, and you got a clean sheet. I said Harry Kane will stumble about like a punctured blow-up doll. Yes, I know he scored, but anyone who saw his sloppy first touch in the first half, botching an easy chance. I mean, a stray dog would have scored. No, a stray dog with blind in both eyes would have scored that. And I said Germany would offer no attacking threat. Should I remind you of Thomas Muller's ridiculously pathetic one-on-one chance? Anyway, right, Ukraine versus England. Listen, you know what? The easy money is on England to win, right? It makes sense. You're coming up against a dull as mustard Ukraine team who've already lost to a Dutch clown show run by Frank de Boer. Oh yeah, and Austria. The only team they've beaten inside 90 minutes so far is North Macedonia. But listen, I predicted Andrei Shevchenko to be the breakout manager for this tournament. A guy suddenly linked with big jobs across Europe. And this is the perfect stage. If he manages to pull off a shock win, putting Ukraine into the semi-finals at England's expense, then it doesn't matter if it's a fluke and that he actually has the tactical acumen of a pregnant cat. That won't matter. That one result combined with his already huge profile as a player, as a Ballon d'Or winner, will automatically make him one of the most sought after coaches on the planet. He'd be inundated with job offers for the next month. But I also know that Southgate is doing a brilliant job right now. England haven't conceded yet and are in brilliant shape. So my head is saying that you'll beat England 1-0 with Marcus Rashford scoring the late winner. That is what the logic tells me. That Ukraine are a tired team. That Ukraine are a poor team and should easily lose to England. That's what my head is saying. But I tipped Shevchenko before the tournament. I tipped him to do big things. I tipped him to be the breakout manager, factoring the fact that I'm Irish. I don't want to sleep outside Wembley if you win the tournament. So, I'm going to go against my head. I'm going to say that I just have this feeling that Shevchenko is going to do something big in this tournament. And there is no bigger opportunity than right now. Shevchenko versus Gareth Southgate. You know what, lads? 1-0 Ukraine win in extra time. It's the least confident I've ever been about a prediction, but I have to back Shevchenko, so sorry lads. Anyway, that is the end of it. Let me know in the comments section below if you've enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments section below if you enjoyed the video. If you like, subscribe, and as always, I'll talk to you in a while.